In the last video, we created this wonderful watercolor masterboard. And in today's video, we'll use that masterboard to create mini masterpieces, also known as artist trading cards. So stay tuned for a little easy breezy art inspiration coming up.
Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook.
All right, guys, we are back. And right here, I'm going to show you guys how I've created this template out of some scrap cardstock. I've cut out an opening that is approximately 2.5 by 3.5 inches. And then I'll use that to, I'll use it as a guide to see what on this masterboard is appealing to my eye. Now, granted, I know that the end result is not going to be simply what I see through this window, but it does help me get a feel of the colors that will be on the ATC card, what the edges will look like, if there's enough negative space, or what I may need to add to it. So, and from here, I'll obviously be pulling out supplies based on what I think will end up on the card. And so after using the template, I just simply traced on the inside, cut it out, and I got 4 out of it. Here are the 4. And I think they came out pretty good. There's a nice mixture of colors, a little bit of visual interest, not doing too much, but just enough to get me started or provide a little inspiration for which direction I want to go in. And then at the end, I still had a little bit of scraps left over, in which case I'm going to use that to create some ephemera with.
All right, now before we start adding some decorative elements to these ATC cards, I think what I want to do is use the scraps that I have here for die cuts, because I'm never going to get this again, right? So I have this that I'm going to use on a different piece of paper, but I have a specimen die and a tab and a few others that I think I can use for this. So I'm not going to bore you with, I'm just going to speed it up so y'all can see a little piece of the process, and then I'll come back so we can work on those. All right, so we'll use those. Let me slide the other ones off to the side, and let's see if I can get the right thickness. I never can get this quite right, as hard as I try. No matter what I do, I've always got to add a shim in there or something to make it all work out right. All right, let's do this. We've got that's gonna go down. Blop. Do I need this or not? Let's see. Let us see what we have here. Let me move this out the way just so I don't make a mistake and cut that. I said I was gonna speed it up, but what's the point if I'm just gonna talk right through it? I just moved one of the dies. Lord have mercy. I probably should have brought the tape out, but she just wanted to be so time efficient. There we go. All right, let's cross our fingers. Not that I'm superstitious, but you know what I'm saying. All right, cut for me. There we go. All right. Got to make the most of these. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. Okay, we got that. What else do we got? I have this heater situation. Okay. All right. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Oh, I wasn't even in camera when I did that. I don't know if you saw the other ones either. Jeez. Back that up a little bit. Okay, and then we had the tab and then the specimen card. Okay, move those into there. that could be used for something, or I could die cut it. We shall see. One of the things that I have learned to begin to do, that I've started implementing, is to create ephemera for myself, as well as, to share with others from scraps as I am um, creating the scraps. In other words, there are times where you have larger pieces, maybe they're 5x8s or whatever have you, but the smaller pieces, they're great for ephemera. And I want to be able to see this watercolor, paper splashed with this paint again in the future. So, what better thing to do? What better thing to create than ephemera pieces that I can add in my journal or use in card making, in my planner, or whatever the case might be. Now, majority of this ephemera is actually going to go to a higher tiered Patreon member, but a few pieces I'm going to leave for myself. Um, and I will show you towards the end how I package up these pieces of ephemera for her so that she can use the entire set all at once, or she can use it sparingly. She wants to stretch it out and make it last. I mean, I don't know if that's even a thing people do, but for all intents and purposes, this is just me sharing this project with more than just myself, right? So I have the dress die. I've used a flower die. I've used like a specimen card set. I've used little tag labels and a file folder. But I use the file folder for what I will package these in to send in the mail. So I think that this is a really good use of my scraps. And I really, I did not think of it, but I probably should have left um, the offcut of these to use. But it's water under the bridge now. Okay, now before I start to decorate the cards, I've gone ahead and die cut out. I'm going to show you the ones that I've actually die cut out. So those are the ones we're going to be working with. And I got just a couple scraps in there. But so I die cut this file folder of the scraps. I cut out this dress, backed what do they call it? The skeleton, I guess. It's not called a skeleton. It's the offcut. It's the remnant, right? Somebody drop in the comment what this is technically called. When you die cut and then this. Sonia, I know you're watching. Let us know what this is actually called that I'm using. Anyways, a little flower, a label, and one up there. Then we've got some specimen cards cut out of this cardstock, this. And then I've got some additional little pieces that the recipient can use in their crafting. So we've got book plates, cover. I've got one where I cut the word specimen into it. Some numbers. I'm chewing gum. Isn't that so obnoxious and rude? I like people who chew gum. An extra word record or recorded. A little hanger for the dress. Isn't that the cutest thing? And some tabs. So all of these will be going with these and this. And I just made a little envelope here. So, all right, let me go ahead and clear this up, move this off to the side, and then I'll come back and we'll start monkeying around with that. All right. All right, so now that we're done going over all the particulars, we are starting off with these. Now, in my opinion, they're gorgeous already. I could very easily add a little bit of glitz and glam to them with, some accents and dots or sentiments or gel pen, or excuse me, Yeah, Jelly Roll pen. What else do I have? Now I've got a couple of my favorites. I also have one in pink, but I don't want to use another pink on here. But let me just tell you girls this, and guys, don't be afraid to pull out your nail polish. You don't have to go to the store to get something. We're not adding any major intricate detail with any of this. So a dot of this somewhere, a couple of dots, especially on something like this. Let's just give it a try. Okay. I mean, what harm could it do? What harm could it do? Let's add this to, oh, that's a lot. Let's add that inside of here. Okay, well, of course, it's going to take a little longer to dry, but I'm just giving you an idea because we most of us, you know, for the ladies, you have nail polish. And while this may be, maybe you don't want to spend $9.33 for, you know, something like this, or maybe a couple dollars less. Maybe you only have $1 nail polish on hand. Feel free to use what you got, you know. I've used eyeshadow in crafts. You know, you just got to know what else to use on top of it. I have a fixative spray, so I don't have to worry about things moving. If I have to worry about it, then I'm using the spray. If I don't, and it's something that's going to sit and I want to seal it in, then of course that's what Mod Podge is for. But I'm just giving you an idea and an example of how you can add to what you're working on to enhance your projects with items that you have on hand or around the house, or maybe even at the Dollar General, Dollar Tree, with something nearby, right? All right, so because the watercolor is the main feature for these ATCs, this little set of 4, I'm going to focus on just simple embellishments, and I am going to start off with the sentiments that I want to use. Now, I had this book that I purchased from Mindless Crafting, mindlesscrafting.com, along with some cardstock that I used to make a batch of cards for one of their card campaigns. But there were so many different elements in here that I had quite a bit left over. So I am actually going to use those to do what's fitting to, I should say, match up with, or I'll find a sentiment that I am inspired by, that the cards inspire. Geesh, there we go. All right, so for this one, this is just a simple plant. Let's go with, and I am going to use the Nouveau drops and the stickles possibly. I just saw one. I like find the beauty in the ordinary, so that's one. And I like that it's not a stark white background. Now let's just see if I can get this down without messing it up.
While we are putting the finishing touches on these mini masterpieces, I just want to let you guys know these have already went out in the mail as happy mail to say thank you to some special friends. I hope this video has inspired you to pull out your paints, whether they be acrylic or watercolor, and make your own masterboard so that you can have your own mini masterpieces to send out to your friends. Now, if this video has inspired you, if you've enjoyed it, feel free to give the video a thumbs up. This is how we let the algorithm know to share this video with others. And I would greatly appreciate it. Now, if you are not a current subscriber, this is a great time to hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the future uploads like this one. And for those who are returning subscribers, thank you so much for continuing to come back, for your comments, your feedback. I want to give a special thank you to those who regularly return to the comment section to show these videos and this channel some love. That would be Jennifer, Roberta, Sonia, Maria, Felicia, and some newer ones, Miss Stace, and last but not least, Miss Amanda Trout of Reality Arts here on YouTube. And she is actually one of my most favorite artists. So guys, thank you so much for letting me know that these videos are being seen and for taking this extra step to let me know by posting in the comment section. And listen, until we're back here together on YouTube and Patreon, where these videos are featured first, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative, and crafting. Bye for now.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.